Welcome to our timeless love reading for the person that's on your mind. We are going to do a divine masculine spread and a divine feminine spread, and we will get some angel messages, and possibly, if we have time, I'm going to read from the Sacred Shadows book from the Reckoning Co. To see what shadow work needs to be done for the collective. All right, so first I'm going to shuffle and we'll see what cards come out for the Divine Masculine. I like to start out with 5 cards. Let's see what comes out for us, Spirit. What does the collective need to know about the Divine Masculine at this time? What messages want to come through for the Divine Masculine? I'll be able to bring some clarity, be of service to the collective with messages that come through today for the Divine Masculine. Okay. We've got the 7 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. That's great. All right. I have another one peeking out here. 9 of Cups. Wow, a lot of cups. Beautiful. And let's see if one more card wants to come out for us for the Divine Masculine. What do we need to know? Okay. King of Swords. Great. Wow. These feel very powerful. I'm getting this very confident, powerful energy at this time from the Divine Masculine. Really amazing. So here we are. We've got the 7 of Wands, and we had this in the last reading for the Divine Feminine. And I love this because I think the Divine Masculine is learning from the Divine Feminine to say, okay, everybody, back off. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm in my power. I'm being true to myself. I'm in integrity. And I will defend my position, defend my beliefs, and what truly makes me happy. He is going to start focusing on his own passions. The Wands are passion. And he is saying, I feel like the green here in his clothing is the heart chakra. Like he's defending his being true to his heart, and he is defending his thoughts and feelings about what makes him happy, about what his heart truly wants. And he's saying to everybody else, you know, this is about me. It's not about what you want. It's about what I want. And I'm going to continue to choose myself. Which then we have the King of Cups, because if you're in your heart space choosing yourself, you do embody that King of Cups. You're on your throne and your cup is full, and you are in your emotional intelligence. You have regulated your emotions in a sense. You're not triggered so easily by old past wounds or what other people tell you should do or shouldn't do. You're not listening to anyone else anymore when it comes to what is best for you and your choices. They're coming from your heart. They're coming from stable emotions. You're being true to how you feel. Cups are feelings, emotions, like you see the waves down here. This cup is full. And again, there's the green here for the heart chakra, and this blue, the throat chakra, communication. He's also being able to communicate more clearly how he feels. What are his emotions? What are his feelings? He is sitting on that throne, confident, dipping his toe into the emotional pool, so to speak, and then being able to communicate clearly how he feels to the divine feminine, and also how he feels about the divine feminine to those around him, to the people that matter, the people that he cares about and that care about him. He can be honest about his feelings. He can be vulnerable. He can share what's in his heart and what he wants in love. And then that brings us to the Two of Cups. In love. He is in love, the divine masculine. You can see he's offering his cup of love. And again, he's learning this from the divine feminine. On our last reading, the divine feminine was in the Two of Cups. Her heart was full. She was ready to take that leap, to be grounded in truth, in clarity, and communicate how she felt, and communicate her love. And now the divine masculine is in that place. He's done the healing work. He's tapped into his heart chakra, into his emotions. He got courage. We have the lion here. And his courage has brought him to this place where he can face the divine feminine fully forward, look her in the eye, heart to heart, hand to hand, and say how he feels, profess his love, his commitment. And she's the only one he wants. She is the only choice. She has his heart, and he has no doubt about it. And I'm just looking at this, the red roses, the crown on his head. Ooh, I got really emotional. Yeah, that's like the root chakra, the red. Like he feels courageous and empowered and stable being with the divine feminine. She is his stability. And she is making him brave and allowing him to tap into sides of himself that he had dormant in the past. And he's exploring now. And he can reach out to her feeling safe and being vulnerable again. But this just feels like so much truth and a blessing. It just feels like a blessed union, like spirit is guiding this union. And the wings here make me feel like this is a freedom love. And the divine masculine with the divine feminine brings him confidence, peace, clarity, which makes him feel free. And these wings, he can fly, he can take a leap of faith, he can be creative, he can explore sides of himself, opportunities, just anything in life that he wants to explore. He feels more confident and safe having the divine feminine here. Which then leads to his Nine of Cups, which is amazing. What I love about the Nine of Cups is that it's before the Ten of Cups, of course. And the Ten of Cups is like celebration, union, and kind of like just you're at that culmination of being with your love, being with your partner. But the Nine of Cups is being full in yourself, in your independence. And I always like to think as divine counterparts, you want to be whole and find peace and contentment in yourself before you join with your divine counterpart. So it's like two divine beings ready, have done the work, have gotten to a place where they know who they are, they know what they want, they're okay on their own, they're content, they can be alone with themselves, they have beautiful relationships with family, friends, they have a purpose, they have work they love, they have hobbies and things that they enjoy, and you know, have explored the world, have experienced life, have had some challenges, right? That gives us more depth when we've had adversity and challenges to get through. And I feel like the Nine of Cups is the divine masculine saying, I am whole within myself. My cups are full within myself. And I'm in a place now where I've been prepared. Because I do feel like the divine masculine has been preparing himself to be worthy of the divine feminine, whatever that means to him, whatever he feels being worthy means, whatever he needed to do to get himself prepared and in the place to join the feminine, to be ready, to put the past behind, to tie up loose ends, so to speak, to make healthy choices, you know, let go of what no longer serves. So he comes into the relationship with truth, with honesty, clean and clear of anything from the past that no longer serves. And that's how I see this Nine of Cups, that he's prepared, which in the last reading, we had the divine feminine. Again, she was on the chariot. She was prepared to move forward in the Two of Cups. And I feel like the divine masculine now is getting to that same place. Which brings us to the King of Swords, which is beautiful because the sword is clarity, it's truth, it's honesty in knowing who you are, knowing your limitations even, knowing what you can offer and being honest about it and being okay with that, feeling worthy and just being in truth of, this is my life, this is who I am, this is what I've been through, and this is what I can give you in this relationship. Like I'm not gonna wear a mask and try and pretend that I'm gonna be something that I can't. Like I'm literally, you know, here in nature, in the trees, in the mountains, like this is it, this is me, this is my truth. And no more hiding, no more pretending, no more trying to be something I'm not, thinking that I'm not good enough. I'm good enough. I'm worthy. I come to you in integrity and truth. And I like who I am. I like who I realize I've become when I really sit down, get clarity in my own mind, right? Because we have the sword as the mind of who I am. And I like this divine masculine. I like who I am. And I feel good about what I can bring to this partnership. And when you're in truth, you can have a fresh new beginning here with as a King of Swords. You have a fresh start and show up fully with truth to this connection. And then you can work on things together. You can work from that space of truth and clarity. Okay, I love that. I feel like there's so much progress and there's just so much confidence, and he's happy. It just feels good and happy and solid, and a lot of wisdom that's come through for the divine masculine. Okay, now we're going to see where the divine feminine is at the moment. What do we need to know? What's the collective need to know? Justice, beautiful. What else do we need to know about the divine feminine? Spirit, what does the collective need to know about the divine feminine? How is she feeling? Where is she on this journey? There we go. Ooh, communication. 8 of Wands. Oh, wow. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. I love this. Oh, and the Ace of Swords. All right, Spirit. One more card for us, please. Is there anything else you can share with us about the divine feminine? Where she's at in this journey, what do we need to know? Please guide us, Spirit. One more card, please. There we go. Oh, we got 2 cards. Death. Beautiful. And we got strength. Wow, she is just rocking. She is just in her power, and she is just like so ready and so like ineffable, as they say. Okay, Justice right here. Woo! Again, it's like she's sitting on a throne. She's this is number 11. I love 11 because it's like the twin flame card, 1111. We see the balance. She is getting validation for all of her work, for all of her hard work, for being true to herself, for balancing head and heart, for making the important things important, for keeping her priorities straight. She has been focused on stability. Her stability, her finances, her mindfulness, her emotions, emotional stability, clarity of the mind, making good choices, and being persistent and consistent. And I feel like this card is saying, good job, pat on the back, we see you, we hear you. So I love that, like validation of being seen and heard. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which for me is communication, passionate communication. And that's under the King of Cups here. As we were saying, the Divine Masculine can now communicate his feelings. I feel like that communication is coming into the Divine Feminine. It's time. The passionate communication from the Divine Masculine is coming soon. And she's going to hear, again, she's going to be validated, like the Justice card, for being true to herself, for setting those boundaries, taking the high road, being in integrity and making choices to align with that, being in her power. He loves that. The Divine Masculine, he's proud of her too. And that's more attractive. It's, he finds that very attractive and very sexy and beautiful when she can be in her power and set her boundaries and know her worth. And he's going to share that with her. He's going to tell her that he's proud of her and that he loves that about her and that is important to him, and what he loves about her, and another reason why he wants to be with her and how he can trust her, because she's consistent and she's stable and she shows up the same and in integrity. She doesn't waver. And that's going to bring the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. It's going to bring a valuable life. It's going to bring a partnership. You see the couple here, and then the 2 dogs are a couple, and the wisdom of the elder blessing them and saying, yes, you've done the work. Good job. You're in your 10 of Pentacles. Here is your reward. You have everything. You have the stability, abundance, joy, happiness. There's the child here. Maybe somebody is interested in having children and there's an opportunity for the Divine Feminine to have a child. But it could also just be that childlike play, and it's like when you're little kids and you tease each other and have play dates, and it's just joyful and innocent. And that's what I feel like this love between the Divine Masculine and Feminine is. It's going to be a pure, innocent, almost new, fresh love and joining, and that's just bringing so much stability and abundance in all areas of their lives. And look, they're just gazing at each other with so much love. And there's so much wisdom the divine feminine and masculine have gained throughout this journey. And here they're celebrating it and appreciating it, and they're grateful. They're so grateful for each other. And it's beautiful, beautiful. It's like young love again. And that's where I see the Ace of Swords also. This is like a fresh start, a new beginning. And again, like with the King of Swords, and having this truth and clarity, the Ace of Swords is a new beginning. Again, like with clarity. Bringing stability, bringing truth. And it's in the mind. The sword, I believe, is the mind. So the divine feminine is feeling in her mind clarity, truth. She can move forward with the divine masculine knowing everything. Like, he's an open book, she's an open book. Like, just lay it all out on the table, whatever's happened, let's move past it. I love you unconditionally, and sharing the truth, being vulnerable and being honest, that's all I needed to know and hear to be able to move forward. No more games, no more masks, no more hiding anything that we're afraid of. We're moving forward in love, in truth, and clarity. No more fear. And I feel like this crown to me is no fear. Like, it's just love, 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 pure love. And yes, it's not perfect. There's some clouds here that at points, of course, relationships are going to have little challenges and things that have to be worked through. But with this 10 of Pentacles and this beautiful couple here, how they're gazing at each other and the unconditional love is going to be able to get them through any kind of clouds, any kind of stormy weather, any kind of little bumps that might arouse. And they're going to be able to get through it together. And the divine feminine is feeling confident in this with the sword in her mind. Her mind's at ease. Her mind's at peace. She's not confused anymore about how the masculine feels about her. She's not confused anymore about, is this her person? She knows in her mind and in her heart that this is the person for her, this is her counterpart, and they're meant to be together. Which brings us to Death, which is a positive card. It's transformation, and the divine feminine has also been transformed. All of this positive energy, all of this confirmation did not come easy. It's an energy shift for her too. And this energy shift, you see the yellow, like the solar plexus, her confidence, her getting her power back. I see this Death card as the feminine. Her transformation is that she took her power back and took control of her life. Yeah, she's walking over what's dead, what's old thought patterns, old ancestral patterns, fears from the past, all of this gunk down here that no longer serves. She's like, that's all dead to me. Done. Let's move on. And it's the year of the horse too, right? So moving forward in 2026, transformed, clear, confident, creativity's on fire, and yeah, she's just charging ahead. And this is a lot of black and white in here. It's like, it's black or white, there's no gray area. It's clear now. what is important to her, what she wants, and she's going for it. She's like, I'm done with the old and I'm in with the new. And that confidence is her transformation as well. Her knowing. I love that. I almost feel like the victory card, right? Like the Six of Wands and the rider on the horse. I get that same feeling with that. Oh, we had 6 cards for the Divine Feminine. Well, this is a great card to wrap up where the Divine Feminine is at this time. Strength. She is just, like I said, unwavering. Like, she is so in her power, so confident, and she's like, I know my worth. And to the Divine Masculine too, like, I see the Divine Masculine here as like the lion, and she's the Divine Feminine taming the lion here in a gentle, soft, beautiful way, taming any kind of fears, any kind of triggering, any kind of unnecessary mind games, mind loops. So here we have the infinity symbol over her head. She's like, I got you. I'm here for you. I can be your strength. I can support you through whatever you're going through or whatever we're going through, because we're here for infinity. And we need that strength to be able to stay together, and be there for one another through everything, right? And her floral crown and the flowers on her clothes, it's almost like it's a celebration. It's like a coronation. And this is a number 8, which is, the 8 is also the infinity. So to be together forever, there's a lot of strength that is needed from both partners, the masculine and the feminine. And she's going to be the one to initiate that. She's going to be the one to set the tone, and he will follow. I mean, generally, I always feel like it is the feminine that sets the tone, and then you sit back and you receive, right? You have to also be able to receive. And I feel like the Divine Masculine is ready to give. He's clear. He's prepared. Here, he's in his 9 of Cups. Okay, beautiful. Love that. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the Twin Flame and separation cards, and we're going to see what messages need to come out for the collective, what they need to know for twin flames who are in separation at this time, or haven't fully come together, haven't fully come in union. What do they need to know? What does the collective need to know? Twin flames, soulmates who are in separation at this time. Spirit, what can you tell us? The collective need to know at this time, Spirit. This reading feels very strong independence between the masculine and the feminine. Like individually, there's so much strength that they're each feeling and showing and communicating. And so we need to get a message for the twin flames in separation. Like, what do we need to know? Because I don't feel like they're in union yet. So what can Spirit tell us? How are we going to messages to these? Alright, I'm just going to do a split. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. Wow. Well, that's confirmation, right? that's pretty much the whole divine masculine reading right there. And I feel like the divine feminine has been working on herself to be the vessel that can receive the love that she deserves. So let's see. All right, and now we're going to do a romance angel oracle card. See what, oh, that one came out really fast. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Oh, this is more confirmation, because here we talk about giving and receiving love. Working on myself to give you the love and relationship you deserve. And here, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It is safe for you to love. So those are beautiful confirmations. And I'm just going to do one more message to close out this reading. And I love this. I don't know if you can see, it's the Sacred Shadows book from the Reckoning Co. And she's also a reader, and she does sacred wounding tarot cards, oracle decks, and then she has this book, Sacred Shadows, to accompany the oracle deck. And sometimes she reads just from the shadow book, and I've been doing that for myself personally. And so I thought I'll share that with you, because there are shadow wounds that, you know, we may not be consciously aware of. And it's really helped me a lot. The book, I kind of just opened to a page. I set the intention to see what I need to work on at the moment. And then I just pick, like, just go through 1, 2, 3, and go here. Okay. Control wound. The moment you stop trying to control everything is the moment your life begins to flow. And my channel's in the flow. So, tarot. So this is kind of cool that this is our message for today. Control convinces you that safety lies in planning every step, predicting every outcome, and holding tight to everything and everyone around you. It tells you that the world is unpredictable, and so the only way to protect yourself is to shape every circumstance to your will. But control is an illusion, a false sense of security built on fear. It creates a life of constant tension, where peace is elusive and trust is something you must constantly strive for, yet never fully embrace. The truth is, trying to control the uncontrollable only keeps you trapped in a cycle of exhaustion, anxiety, and disconnection. Healing the control wound is about surrendering to the flow of life, trusting that not everything needs to be in your grasp for you to be safe. It's about recognizing that true strength comes not from holding on, but from letting go of expectations, of rigid outcomes, of the need to manipulate every situation. When you release the need to control, you allow life to unfold in ways that are far more expansive than you could ever have planned. And in that space, you rediscover peace, trust, and the freedom to experience life as it is, without the need to dictate every detail. So I hope that was interesting and helpful to you. And I do feel like there's a lot of progress being made individually. The divine masculine and divine feminine preparing themselves to give and receive the love and the relationship that they both want and deserve. All right, friends, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe if you feel inclined. Thank you again. Bye.